Ah, the Space Marines, the Emperor's finest elite warriors. However, I've got a bit of a problem with them. You see, we're told there's about 22 million Space Marines in total, and the Imperium of Man encompasses 1 million planets. That means there's about 22 Space Marines per planet, or 1 Space Marine per estimated 10 billion of population. And with such finite numbers on the field, they've been taking a backseat as of late, and as such in their current era, they're more like special forces than frontline combat troops. So today, we're gonna put 100 Space Marines to the test, as they're about to take on 1 million Tyranids. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if these 100 Space Marines can survive, and trust me, they won't. But if they don't, we're gonna double their number and see how many Space Marines it actually takes to defeat 1 million Hormagaunts. So with the power of time-lapse technology, let's get our first round over with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there it is, as the game has so humbly pointed out to us. Indeed, the Tyranids have won. But the Space Marines did manage to attain 64,000 kills. Not bad for only 100 Marines. But now let's go double their number and run the test again. Okay, so we now have 200 Space Marines with bolt guns here on the field. Will this be enough to take on the 1 million Tyranids? Well, let's run the test again and find out. Well, folks, it looks like our Space Marines have fallen once again. Even 200 was not enough here to keep the Tyranids at bay. Our last Marine standing valiantly here. And no, alas, he has fallen. And you know what that means, though? We have to once again double the number of Marines. Will it now be finally enough to take on a horde? Okay, so we now have 400 bolters here on the field, almost half a chapter's worth of Space Marines. How did we get this many Space Marines together, you ask? Well, I lured them here with the promise of treacle-covered puppies. So with that tasty image fresh in our minds, will this finally be enough to take on the Tyranid horde once and for all? Well, let's find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. As the game is so joyfully telling us, once again, the Tyranids have won. However, the Space Marines did come extremely close here, getting 915,000 kills. But it still was not enough to kill the Tyranid horde in its entirety, and so we must double the number once again. Okay, so we now have 800 Space Marines on the field. Now you may be wondering, how did we almost get an entire chapter strength here in one place? We threatened to turn off the ship's Wi-Fi so they wouldn't be able to talk to their anime waifus. Trust me, it's a thing. I looked it up. Yeah, don't look it up. I can't show it here on YouTube. It was far too raunchy for YouTube. Some of it even had tentacles. So let's run what I'm presuming to be our final test here today. Can 800 Space Marines finally take on the 1 million Tyranid challenge? And of course, there's only one way to find out. My oh my, ladies and gentlemen, isn't this a turn up for the books? The Space Marines here, with only almost an entire chapter strength of Space Marines, have actually managed to wipe out the 1 million Tyranids. And I mean, we've left quite a little gooey mess on the floor here to clean up with. I mean, look at this, some wonderful little body piles that we've managed to create out of the Tyranid hordes. And as the game so obviously points out here, yes, thank you, Ultramarine Veteran 1. Thank you, game. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you wanted to kill 1 million Tyranids, all you need is 800 Space Marines. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, the easier option would always be to have a blast. Because I know I have. Please do come and like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all you channel members who helped keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out the amazing Chainsaw Vengeance hoodies, available now on the ChaoticPinky store, links in the description. But with all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.